MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time. Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com. And ABC and LTC Insurance Agency. ABC and LTC Insurance Agency offers clients the best competitive premiums for their insurance needs. From homeowners insurance to auto insurance to business insurance, we handle it all. Based right here in Marshfield, we find people who are looking to save on their insurance rates and make sure they are covered properly and thoroughly in the event of a claim.
In the Marshfield Rams, brought to you by Marshfield Community Media. Alongside Heather Allen, I'm Andrew Youngworth. Heather, we got a great day for baseball.
We definitely do have a great day for baseball today. I think we're hitting 72 degrees out here in the outfield.
It's a great day. Yesterday was a lot colder. Beautiful day for baseball today. Marshfield coming off a tough loss against the Hanover Hawks, 14-5. Norwell the opposite, coming off of a 9-0 win against the Abington Green Wave. On the bump for the Rams today is number 12, Will Carey, senior for the Rams. He's had a couple starts this year as the first pitch is grounded for a foul, 0-1 count. This is a very senior-heavy team. We've mentioned a lot of names yesterday that were seniors that took the mound. But yeah, very senior-heavy team out here we got today. The 0-1 count from Carey. That's a little inside for ball 1. One pitch, Carey deals. And that hits him. That's going to start the Clippers off with a walk. Yesterday, Marshfield left Hanover with guys on base, and Hanover was able to capitalize. Hopefully Norwell is not able to do the same today. Yesterday, Hanover had so many opportunities with the bases loaded, guys in second, third, and they were hitting them all in. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ooh.
That one swung, driven to left field, and that one's going to drop. That's a single for the Clippers, and it's first and second to start the inning. Norwell coming out the gate strong quickly. First pitch of that bat from Carey. That one swung and foul. Now, Heather, what do you think about Norwell's gold away jerseys?
I think it's kind of wild seeing the gold away jerseys. I think it's very interesting. It sticks out different from everybody else with the golds, but I'm not loving it with the blue.
I don't know if I really like the gold as the primary either. I think the blue with the gold number looks
with
a lot
gold
better.
Accents.
That pitch is a swing and a miss for strike one. I think going all gold on the jerseys a bit bold.
I definitely think it's bold.
Marshall with some new jerseys this year. Used to go black, now they've gone green, and they have a gray pinstripe away jersey, which I actually love. But the greens are really simple. They look clean.
So no black this year.
No black. Here's the pitch from Carey. Swing and a miss for strike three. Will Carey gets the first out of the inning for the Rams. Yeah, the black uniforms have been handed to the junior varsity team. I actually liked the black jerseys, but the players said that those were like heavy. They were stitched, like they were not comfortable to wear. These are dry fit polyester jerseys.
Now, back in my day, we wore the black jerseys. So
yeah, they wore those
I
forever.
can speak for that. Definitely warm out there.
First pitch of that bat in there for strike one. For the infield today, we got Tormos at first base, Jack Doherty at second, Cole Summers at short, and Mike Papura on third. You got three seniors, and the junior is Cole Summers at shortstop. That one's in there for strike two.
Nice.
And Cole Summers, even though he's the only junior in the infield, is a junior captain, so a lot of leadership on the infield here for the Rams today.
The Rams keeping an eye on both first and second.
They got aggressive leads. That one's popped up. That's going to stay in the field. Called by Bergameska. Unable to get it.
Way off. Foul ball.
Lost it in the sun. So that's going to be a foul ball. Still an 0-2 count. Marshfield missing Owen Cregan today at third base. I know he can hear me. He's watching from home. He's sick right now. Hope you rest up, man. Hope you rest up. There's actually a couple injuries from the Rams in yesterday's game. Here's the 0-2 count from Carey. That one's outside for ball one. Yesterday, first baseman Noah Feldman got a little shaken up. That's why Moss is in there at first base. Moss is usually the DH, and out in left field, James Harouche hurt his hamstring yesterday going for a foul ball. So he's not going to be playing today. Here's the pitch from Carey, and that hits him. Tough break for Carey. He had the 1-2 count. He hits him, and that loads the bases with one out.
Top of the first, one out. Bases loaded. The Rams are running into a little bit of tough luck here in the first inning. Trying to see if we can change it around here.
Here's the pitch from Carey. That one grounded. Fielded by Summers. The throw to Doherty at second. Nice. Got him. Throw to first. Not in time. A run will come in for the Clippers to make it 1-0. Marshall gets the out at second. Man on first and third. 2 outs. 1-0 Clippers. Really thought they were going to turn 2 there. That would have been huge.
Now, number 6 on Norwell is pretty fast, though. Getting to first base. That was really, really good moves there over by short and second.
Yeah, they did do a pretty good job. The kid was just quick. And he's got an aggressive lead at first. I can almost guarantee he's going to steal.
Oh, yeah, with that open base there. That's what
and there he goes, right on cue.
Oh.
Bergameska not even going to try to throw. He bobbles the ball. Now we got 2 runners in scoring position here for the Clippers early. Marshfield looking to hold off the first inning collapse. Here's the pitch from Carey. Oof. That one up high for a ball 2. Here's the 2-0 count. Pitch from Carey. Tough call. I thought that was going to be a strike.
I was about to
That's
say the
ball
exact
3.
same thing. That was a really tough call.
It's going to make it a 3-0 count here. See if Carey can find his placement here.
Very doubtful Norwell swinging at that one, and they don't. Gonna go for
Four pitches, 4 balls.
Bases are loaded once again.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Either Marshfield gets out of it or Norwell extends their lead.
Two outs here, though, so a lot of pressure on Marshfield. Just finish it up right here. Another big lead here from number 12 on Norwell. Woo!
Nice pitch there from Carey.
Very nice. And Norwell seems to be stumbling there in the box a bit.
Right fielder Anderson Dalton just gave me a look. Love that from the kid.
Woo!
That one grabbed the foul. Quickly 0-2 count here. The 0-2 pitch here from Carey.
Woo!
That one struck into right field. That's going to drop. A run comes in. Dalton throwing home.
Ooh, a little bit of an overthrow
and 2
there.
runs will come in, and now that makes it 3-0 Clippers here at the top of the first.
Marshall gets the ball back there to the pitcher. Going to reset. Hopefully reestablish their position here.
So far, it's looking like Norwell's been taking advantage of these men on base opportunities, just like Hanover did yesterday. That's how Hanover's able to get so many runs. They make contact when they need to. First and second, 2 outs here. 3-0, top of the first. First pitch of the at-bat here from Carey. And that one's low for ball 1. Here's the pitch. That one is called a ball.
Yeah,
that one's surprising.
Little in the corner there, but I hesitated on that one as well.
Little inside.
Oop,
that one
tipped.
swung and a miss. Foul tip. Makes it 2-1. Carey deals. That one grounded.
Right down.
Gets by
too
Papura.
short.
Summers fields it, unable to throw it anywhere. And just like that, the Clippers have reloaded the bases for the 3rd time in the first inning.
Oof. Well, it's clearly a good day to be a Clipper, but I'm hoping the Rams get back on track today.
Bats are hot for the Clippers early. Another opportunity for the Clippers to add on to their lead quickly. Rams opportunity to get out of the jam while they're ahead. Here's the pitch from Carey. In there for strike 1.
Yeah, for sure. Beautiful pitch. And if you're just joining us, we are 0-3 here for the Rams today. We got 2 outs here in the first inning.
That one struck back foul. Will it hit a car? It does not hit a car.
No
not
noise.
enough power. Very few cars parked behind the field today, so I do not believe we will be getting many car hits, if not any. The 0-2 pitch from Will Carey.
Whoop.
And he got him looking.
Nice.
Marshfield gets out of the inning,
Beautiful.
letting up 3 runs. Now it's time for Marshfield to get the bats going. We'll be back shortly.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Welcome back to Marshall Community Media on this beautiful Friday. We're live here with your coverage of the Marshfield Rams. Here out on the field right now, we have Norwell. Rams are ready to get up the bat, try to make something of it here. We're currently 0-3, bottom of the first inning. Let's see how it works out.
Yeah, tough start. Norwell was feeling the bats early, as they were last time these two teams met. Last time these two teams met up, Norwell defeated the Rams 11-4. So Norwell has had their way with Marshfield so far this season. This is a non-conference game, so it's interesting to see the two teams play each other twice. Up first is going to be number 23, Anderson Dalton, the senior captain. See if he can get a spark going for the Rams early. I really don't like the gold jerseys. They're really not sitting right with me at all. Yeah, I don't like them. All right, up to bat, number 23, Anderson Dalton, the senior. Anderson Dalton is known for being a Mary Lou's connoisseur. He has tried every flavor on the menu.
Every flavor?
Every one.
Aren't there like 40? 25?
Yeah, there's a lot. That one's in there for strike one. Yeah, he's tried every flavor. He's made a series about it. He's filmed all of his reviews. He has ratings for everyone. It's unbelievable.
What's his top rated? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure he's a big fan of Girl Scout cookie. I could be wrong,
Right, that's a classic.
but I think that's one that he really likes.
That's tipped. It's going to go back.
Fortunately, will not reach a car.
That's going to be 2 on Dalton. First up for the Rams here as they're taking on Norwell. Dalton fighting here.
That one I don't think is going to stay in.
There you go.
Just out of play.
Outside of the cage. Dalton still putting up a fight here.
Dalton had a couple hits yesterday. He had a pretty solid game yesterday despite the loss. And he had an amazing sliding catch out here in right field.
See, I love to hear amazing catches.
Yeah, he had a nice sliding catch. It was pretty cool.
That would be my favorite moment. It's the moment you wait all season for, a really good catch in the outfield.
I'm happy that call happened, but I thought that was a strike.
That was
happy it's a ball.
That was pretty quick. That was close too. Woof, nice.
There we go.
Dalton sends it out. He's going to make it to first before they even hit the cut, which is beautiful.
Dalton with a single to start the inning. You absolutely love to see it from the kid. That's the beginning spark the team needed. And batting second is number 9, Jack Doherty. Yesterday, Doherty was 5th in the lineup. Today, they bump him up to second, as second in the lineup is usually Noah Feldman, who is not playing today.
And Doherty here's a lefty, it's looking like. Love to see their lefty representation here.
That's strike one. Yep, Doherty's a lefty. Lefty in baseball, lefty in hockey, where he was a senior captain. Doherty also works with us at MCM sometimes.
I was going to say, one of our own. Beautiful. Unfortunately, Doherty sends it right to first. Is it going to be called at second? He looks safe to me. What are they saying?
Yeah, they call him safe.
Beautiful.
Dalton advances to second. Productive out there from Doherty. Now Rams got a runner in scoring position with an out. Let's see if junior captain Cole Summers can drive him home. Cole Summers, as a sophomore, led the team in batting average last year. Plays club baseball for the Lions. Gets a lot of experience in the offseason. That's why Battis named him a junior captain.
Beautiful. Sends it right through to short. Short
Bobbled.
fumbles it there.
He's going to make it.
Nice.
And now we got runners in the corners for Tor Moss, number 15.
Marshall really making something of it real quick. Hopefully they can get up on the board now.
We got runners on first and third. I imagine Summers steals to second. Let's see if Moss can drive them home. Moss, 6'5", is committed to Tufts University as a quarterback for football. Well, let's see what the kid can do here at the plate. God, he makes the baseball bat look so tiny. And there goes Summers. Moss pops that one up. And Summers has to get his way back to first.
Summers has to make it back. Will Summers make it back?
And yes, he will.
Yes, he will. All right, unfortunately, that's 2 for Marshfield here.
Now up to bat, freshman Teddy Holt. Teddy Holt, the lone freshman on this Marshfield Rams varsity baseball team. That was a tough one for Moss to swing at. I don't think Coach is very happy that Moss swung at that one. So now Summers is going to have to steal second again. And there he goes again. This time Teddy does not swing, and Cole's going to make that with ease. So now we got 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Teddy Holt with a huge chance to cut into this lead.
Beautiful. Holt sends it right. Unfortunately, right to the pitcher, who scoops it and ends the inning.
What a play right there. If he doesn't grab that, that's getting through the gap right there. It's going to get between the shortstop and second baseman. That could have driven 2 runs.
It was a gorgeous move for the pitcher. Unfortunately, it was against the Rams. But that does lead us into the top of the second. As we head to commercial for a moment, we will see you back in a minute.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Welcome back to Marshfield High School, Marshfield, Massachusetts. Top of the second inning here between the Marshfield Rams and the Norwell Clippers. The Clippers got the bats going early to take a 3-0 lead. Marshfield left 2 on base to end the first inning. Now we are here at the top of the second. Will Carey still on the mound. First pitch of the inning is outside for ball 1. In the outfield for the Rams, in right field we have Anderson Dalton, senior captain. In center field, we have Aiden Summers, twin brother of Cole Summers, who's at shortstop. That pitch from Carey. It's grounded. Foul ball. Thought it was going to roll back fair. They picked it up foul. Aiden Summers is in center field. Twin brother is Cole Summers at shortstop. And out in left field is Teddy Holt, the freshman. So about half of the current fielded team is seniors, probably more actually. That pitch gets by for ball 2. And the catcher is junior Ryan Bergameska. So you got 3 juniors out there. You got
and the 1 lone freshman, right?
Yep, you got 3 juniors, the freshman, and then you got 5 seniors.
Ooh.
That one struck into left field. That's going to drop. Norwell, the bats are continuing to stay hot early in the game. They start the inning off with a single. Clippers so far having a really successful season at 7-3. Rams looking to pick it back up. They're currently 2-9. Need a couple games in the win column to go for them. First pitch of that bat from Carey. That one struck deep into center field.
Straight out in the center.
Summers is under it. He's able to make the catch.
Beautiful catch. Sends it back in.
That one was struck well. Good 250 feet into center. So now man on first, 1 out here for the Rams. Will Carey deals. That one is in there for strike 1. Will Carey, solid day so far on the mound. Hasn't thrown many balls. Norwell's just seeing the ball well.
Had a couple walks in the beginning, but once he got in the groove, Norwell's really taking night. Oh!
Tries to pick him off, unable to. Marshfield has not been able to successfully pick someone off this year. However, yesterday, Marshfield did get picked off by Hanover. Jack Doherty got caught on first base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one, ground ball, foul. Now, quickly here, it's an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Carey. That one popped back. That might hit a car. No, it's not going to hit a car.
Might hit the moving car. Oh!
This close to hitting a moving car.
That's a Hall of Fame umpire right there. Hall of Fame umpire.
There's a heckler running down the parking lot.
The heckler is giving a shout out to the umpire.
I don't know why.
He's saying that there's a Hall of Fame umpire out there. I have a feeling they may know each other.
As he
Runner's
steals.
going to steal over to second. We do not have
Berger
a throw
Mesket's
out
not even
there.
going to try. So now Norwell's got a runner in scoring position with 1 out, and we got a 1-2 count.
Yeah, with 1 out, you don't want to risk that overthrow right now.
1-2 count. Here's Carey. That one outside.
I really thought we were going to see a steal to third on that one.
I did too, but he stays to second. That makes the count 2-2.
Two and two, top of the second. Rams are here trying to get some vengeance back on Norwell.
That one struck into right field. It's going to drop fair. Delta bobbles it a little bit. Run's going to come in. He's going to second. The throw not in time. It's an RBI double for Norwell, and that's going to make it 4-0. That's what I mean. The Clippers taking advantage of the opportunities handed to them. They see a guy in scoring position. They connect bat to ball, get the runner in. That's something Hanover was very good at doing yesterday. That's something Norwell's been doing so far today. That's something the Rams have not been quite the best at all season. Rams always leave a lot of people on base, as we had just saw in the bottom of the first. So Norwell with a 4-0 lead, 1 out, top of the second. First pitch of the at-bat here from Carey is in there for strike 1.
See Carey double checking second, see if we're going to get a steal on this one.
That one
And that
driven
ball
deep
goes
back
far, almost to the
to left center field, and that's gone.
over the fence.
A home run
Oh my
for
goodness.
Norwell, and that's going to make it 6-0.
Wow. Norwell just
Oh my
doubling it up
goodness.
here in the second inning.
An outside the park home run for Norwell. That makes it a 6-0 ball game. Norwell cannot be seeing the ball better than they are right now. That is unbelievable. 1 out here, 6-0. And Will Carey gonna look to recover here, try to get himself back in a groove. That one's up high for ball 1. That was the first home run in this field I've ever seen.
I was just about to ask that when the last time was that somebody's gone over the fence.
I couldn't tell you. I've never seen an outside the park home run on this field before.
Whoop.
That one grounded
That's
into
gonna send it
third.
right over to
Great
third.
scoop by Pepero. The throw to
Scoop it,
first, and
send
he
it
got
first.
him.
Did he get him?
He did.
It looked like he got him to me.
Great throw from Mike Pepera. Great scoop, too. That was a great play.
And just like that, the Rams got 2 outs. Trying to settle it up here. If they can start swinging, get back a couple of those 6 runs.
That one grounded to third. Purpura again, the throw to first. Unable to get there. The throw was a little to the left of Moss.
Thankfully, Moss recovers that quickly, brings it right back to the pitcher. So we're going to see Norwell staying on 1. Up next for Norwell, number 15. Now we see this really long lead off first, number 12, once again.
And as you say that, Kerry noticed that too. He tries to pick him off. He's unable to.
We've seen this with 12 before. I swear he takes like maybe an extra step and a half over the rest of his teammates.
That one grounded foul.
Tip.
I keep thinking about that home run. It was kind of crazy how casual Norwell acted. How the bench acted when he hit it. Like yeah, they were cheering, but like anyone would. Like
they
that.
Quietly got up and.
Yeah, that's like how Marshfield cheered for Dalton's single. I feel like if Marshfield would have hit a home run, they would have been nuts.
It was screaming, right?
Yeah, Norwell's had a very quiet bench. He goes to steal.
This one's gonna
that
go
one
right
popped
out
into
here,
right field.
Let's
Dalton's
see.
under that, and he's got it.
Beautiful. Great move by Dalton.
That'll retire the top of the inning. Marshfield needs to get the bats going here as Norwell has struck quickly. 6-0. We'll be back soon.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Back here in the bottom of the second, Marshfield's hoping to take advantage of the opportunity they have to load the scoreboard. They currently are 0-6 here against Norwell.
Up to bat is Aiden Summers, the junior left fielder. Aiden Summers is usually... Aiden Summers is in center field. I was going to say, Aiden Summers is usually in center field. He was in left field yesterday for a little bit. But today Summers is back in center field.
As a former left center myself, I think it's...
You play softball?
I did. As a former left center, you kind of flip back and forth a lot.
Yeah. The softball team right now is looking pretty good.
The softball team is killing it.
They're good.
If anybody out there hasn't checked out any of the games from softball, after this one, go ahead and take a peek, because softball is 17-0, 15-0, 17-0.
Yeah, it's the games they're winning. It's insane.
Every single game.
Watch some of their games on MCM, some of the previous games, and stay tuned for more as Aiden Summers strikes out there. It's going to give the Rams 1 out to start the inning. Up to bat, third base, Mike Purpura.
Her with that great play earlier. Ooh. Ooh, really?
Bro, does not like that call.
I didn't either.
Neither do I.
I wouldn't be swinging down to my knees.
That one in there for strike 2. 0-2 counted quickly here for Mike Caprera. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Just like that, Norwell's got 2 strikes as they mess around trying to act all nonchalant.
Tighten it up here, boys. Come on, tighten it up. Let's go.
Norwell briefly losing the ball there out to the outfield. Bringing it back into the pitcher here. Getting refocused.
Even worse about Norwell's jerseys is those stripes on the sleeve. Like, I hate it.
You're really like fashion police
I
today.
hate it so much.
Yeah, the stripes on the sleeves is a very old
I'm a uniform
style.
guy. I like the uniforms. Up to bat is number 14, Jacob Braun, who was catching yesterday, but today it's Ryan Bergameska catching. The 0-2 pitch. It's low for ball 1. Makes it a 1-2 count. I think that just canceled an immaculate inning. I think we were almost about to see an immaculate inning there from the Norwell pitcher. That would have been crazy. I'm not sure if there was a ball to Aiden Summers or not. I can't recall that.
Ooh. Ooh.
And he
Did he make the decision?
no,
late
he did
enough?
not go.
Nice. He stopped himself.
Clippers thought he went. Obviously, Bronny did it, and that's going to make it a full count. And you know what? Aiden Summers, I think, had a full count as well. So that makes it full count number 2 on the day for the full count counter.
The full count counter.
Here's the pitch, and it goes down.
Oh.
Bronny doesn't like it.
Fortunately, Norwell makes quick work of the Marshfield team here in the second inning.
3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts. Norwell's rolling. Third inning is coming up, though. We'll be back shortly.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting.
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Marshfield High School, Marshfield, Massachusetts. We got Rams and Clippers here. For those of you recently joining us, it is 6-0 Clippers. Norwell scoring 3 runs in each inning so far. The second inning was capped off with a 2-run shot. Norwell's bats are on fire. Marshfield's bats, cold as ice. Let's see if we can flip the script here in the third inning. Will Carey still on the mound for the Rams. First pitch of the at-bat from Carey. That one's grounded foul.
Norwell's liking that one, sends it right over to his third base coach. That's 1 on Norwell.
Pitch from
Beautiful
Carey. That
pitch.
one's grounded. Fielded by Papura. Throw to Moss. Got him in time.
Nice.
Great play from Mike Papura. He's done some great stuff in the field here today. A couple of great scoops.
Yeah, that's probably his third, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the first one that we got the out at first, but his third scoop of the day over there at third.
It's a quick out for the Rams. Carey deals. That one's high for ball one. A little dangerous there.
Rams looking to make quick work Norwell here and have their own time back up a bat. Unfortunately, things aren't working quite well for them in the past. As Andrew mentions, Marshfield's bats are ice cold today. We're hoping to defrost those here in the third inning. We'll see what happens.
2-0 pitch. Carey deals. That one swing and a miss for strike one. Every time a pitch goes by, I look around the field and I just look at all the dudes. Everyone has their exact stance that they do every time. It's almost like routine. That one fouled back. No car hit. That's going to make it 2-2. Yeah, you look.
I definitely say it is routine because if you're not in the right position and the ball comes towards you, you're in tough luck, especially in the outfield.
Yeah,
you
look
need
at
to turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't have those feet planted flat or anything like that.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Carey.
Ooh,
swing and a miss.
Nice.
A curveball, off speed, got him to swing.
Great work from Carey. It's another one.
2 strikeouts from Will Carey here in this inning. Yeah, if you look around, you see Moss does that thing with the first base glove where he has it by his hip. Dalto always places his left foot in front of his right. Doherty, the opposite, places his right foot in front of his left.
They got to cover the side in case.
Teddy Holt does the same thing.
Foul.
That one ground to foul. Yeah, I just find it interesting how they do the same thing every time.
What really gets you messed up is when you make a move like, I believe you said Moss made the move from left to, didn't somebody make a move from left to first recently?
No, Moss is the DH usually. So he's kind of like the David Ortiz role right now, filling in for first base
Designated
while
hitter
Feldman
for
deals
Moss.
with his injury.
Gotcha.
I haven't heard much about what happened to Feldy. I hope he's okay. I know Harush messed up his hamstring pretty good. That one popped up.
I'd say that's the
literal
only time.
feet away
Ooh.
from hitting people that weren't paying attention. But yeah, I know Harush got hurt pretty good. So did Feldman. Cregan got hurt yesterday, but he ended up being okay. But now he's sick.
Any reports on when
Cregan's
any
not
of them
here.
will be back? Or if they will be back for the rest of the season?
I don't know, but I know Cregan is watching this, so shout out to Cregan. Here's the pitch from Carey.
Ooh.
It's in there for ball 2, 2-2.
That was pretty tight. I might have called that one a strike if I was up there.
Even Battis has the same stance every time. You look at him on the bench, he does that same thing, that same stance where he bends over, has his hands on his knees. Pitch from Carey.
Ooh, tipped.
That one's tipped, yep.
That's 2-2 here on this batter. Will up there putting up a good fight. Hoping to shut them down here in the third inning.
Two from Carey. That one's in there for strike 3.
He finishes
Full
it up.
Carey with a great third inning. Norwell scoreless, 3 up, 3 down in the top of the third. Rams looking to get the bats going in the bottom of the third. In the bottom of the third, we'll be back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Save the date for Friday, May 9th from 5 to 9 p.m. to celebrate Tee Up to Gear Up Take 2 for Marshfield Community Media. Hosted at Winslow's, Tee Up to Gear Up is an event supporting the technology and tools that allow MCM to continue its mission of connecting the community. Sponsorship opportunities come in many levels, including after-hour sponsors, birdie sponsors, eagle sponsors, and hole-in-one sponsors. We are also looking for raffle items. To donate or sponsor, please scan this QR code or visit us online at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Back to Marshfield High School. Marshfield, Massachusetts. Non-league coverage between Marshfield Rams and Norwell Clippers. That pitch in there for ball one. Bottom of the third, 6-0 Clippers here. Norwell 3 runs in the first and second inning. 0 runs in the third.
Ooh.
That one swung on, and that's going to fall.
Great move by Marshfield.
That one going to fall for a single. Ryan Bergameska has himself a single. So Jacob Braun is today's DH. That's why he was hitting earlier. Bergameska did not catch yesterday. He is back to catching today. Bergameska is the starting catcher. Now we're back to the top of the lineup. Senior captain, number 23, Anderson Dalton. Anderson Dalton, diehard Saints fan in the NFL. That one in there for strike one. Ryan Bergameska giving himself a huge lead at first. I think we're going to be seeing him steal. Marshall needs to cut into this lead. They need to get a runner in scoring position as soon as possible. Give themselves a huge lead. Anderson with a grounder. Throws to second. Bergameska safe.
Nice.
And Dalto's got himself a single. First and second. Great hustle there from Bergameska. That huge lead paid off. Norwell tried to turn a double. Ended up with 0 outs in the play. Now up to bat is number 9, Dots, Jack Doherty. See if Jack Doherty could drive in a run or two here. 0 outs, first and second. Good start to the bottom of the third.
Doherty's looking to at least load the bases here. Nice.
Good rip. That one fielded. They're looking to double them up. They do double them up.
Oh.
So that's a tough break there for the Rams. They do advance Bergameska to third base. So a chance to get a run on the board, but it comes at the cost of a double play. Now it's time for junior captain Cole Summers to take advantage of this opportunity right here. We've mentioned earlier the Rams have not had necessarily clutch hitting. Let's see if Summers can start to change that. First pitch of the at-bat. It's in there for strike one. That one low for ball one. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one's way inside for ball two. There is a dog the size of a...
It's so tiny.
There's a dog about the size of Shaq's shoe walking around here. Here's the pitch. That one popped back. That could very well be Carr. And it's not.
And for all our viewers at home, if you take a quick look, you
I think
might
we're
see
0 for 7
Sheepdog.
on fouled cars.
They got really close on that red pickup truck.
That one was scary.
That one was real
moving.
close, and that truck was moving.
2-2 count here to Summers.
Summer's not liking that one.
Full count. That's number 3 on the
Dangerous
full
call,
count
but a
counter
good
on the
one.
day. Here's the pitch. That one ripped.
Nice.
Great play from the second
Great
baseman.
play
Throw
from
it first,
second,
and he got him.
first, They got him.
Norwell will get out of the inning with no runs allowed. Summers angry at himself. Marshfield unable to tack on any runs to end the third inning. Couple of chances for the Rams so far. No success in putting runs on the board. 6-0 Norwell. As we enter the top of the fourth inning, we'll be back shortly.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Save the date for Friday, May 9th from 5 to 9 p.m. to celebrate Tee Up to Gear Up Take 2 for Marshfield Community Media. Hosted at Winslow's, Tee Up to Gear Up is an event supporting the technology and tools that allow MCM to continue its mission of connecting the community. Sponsorship opportunities come in many levels, including after-hour sponsors, birdie sponsors, eagle sponsors, and hole-in-one sponsors. We are also looking for raffle items. To donate or sponsor, please scan this QR code or visit us online at marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Hello and welcome back to Marshfield High School here in Marshfield, Massachusetts. Top of the fourth inning now between the Rams and the Clippers. Clippers with a 6-0 lead. Clippers, the bats have been on fire up until the third inning. Will Carey put that to a stunning halt, striking out 3 straight batters. Will Carey looking to build off of that amazing third inning. First pitch of the at-bat goes behind Bergameska for ball 1. Marshfield overall has had a pretty good defensive day. Norwell's just placing the ball where they can't get to.
Norwell's had an incredible.
They've just had a great day at the bat. That one low for ball 2.
They're just finding the holes, and they have a lot of power behind the bats here today.
I mean, yeah, we saw a home run go out in left center field. It's a good 330 feet. Never seen that happen before. That one grounded. Fielded by
Stopped
Summers.
by
Throw to
Summers.
first. Unable to get there.
Ooh. Great stop by Summers, though. That
Yeah,
could
that was
have
a
gone
good
straight
play.
out to left.
That would have been an MLB level throw if he was able to reach that. That's tough. That's a tough play to make. So, man on first to start off the inning for Norwell. There's someone.
Gosh, I haven't
Someone
heard
has
that
pretty loud
ringtone in a really
ringtone
long time.
next to us. If you can't hear that, then I need to get your
That's
hearing
nostalgia
checked.
right there. Haven't heard that one in a long time.
Yeah, that's an old one. That's an old one. Still has not answered his phone as that one's in there for strike 1.
Huge lead by number 9 here on first base.
That one
Tipped
swung. It's going to stay foul. Marshfield was waiting for it to go fair.
And that moment just never came. Marshfield not playing a terrible game here today, just really not getting ahead of the bats here. And when they do get on base, they're unfortunately not making it home. But nonetheless, it's a beautiful day for baseball out here in the field. Top of the 4th inning. We have a steal going to second. Is he going to throw it down?
Bergameska does not
He
try.
does not
So
try
now
to throw it down.
Norwell has got another runner in scoring position. Now, Heather, what do you think is the coolest jersey number to wear in baseball? That one foul. What do you think is the coolest jersey number for baseball?
The coolest jersey number? I feel like that's tough. Like, are you asking about, like, retired numbers, or are you talking about just what number?
No,
do
just
you
like one
the
number
most?
on the jersey.
I always played with a 4, a 6, or a 20. The 20 was a nod to Ray Allen from the Celtics.
Yeah, love Ray Allen.
That started back in basketball.
I think in baseball, 8's pretty iconic. I mean, you got Carl Yastrzemski, you got Cal Ripken, you got Joe Morgan, Yogi Berra. I think 8's a pretty good baseball number.
8's big. 12.
We got a full count pitch here. That's going to make it number 4 on the day for the full count counter. Will carry the full count pitch. That one popped up. It's going to stay in play. Moss hustling. It's going to hit the Norwell dugout. Stays full count.
The Rams doing everything they can to try to shut Norwell down here.
Let's see if Will Carey can capitalize on this full count here.
Will Carey with a fantastic inning last inning.
And that one drops for ball 4. It's going to be a first and second to start the top of the 4th inning for the Clippers. Now all of a sudden Norwell's starting to stack their players again. So far Norwell has taken advantage of these types of opportunities.
It seems standard Clipper behavior to get a couple singles, get at least 2 people on base before somebody sends something in the outfield.
That one inside for ball 1.
There are currently no outs in the top of the 4th inning. Rams working hard to change that.
That one grounded foul.
And you'll see Norwell's 13 is taking a big lead off first, but you'll notice that our first baseman has pulled back. No longer covering first base because the worry is not about getting me out there. It's about making sure we're protecting home for anything that goes too far.
That one
Like
driven
that.
deep. Love center field.
What can the Rams
And that
make
one
of it?
drops.
Oh, goodness.
Miscommunication error between Holt and Summers.
No, that's tough.
And that's going to load the bases.
Exactly what Norwell was looking for. Very
Clippers-
unfortunate situation for
The Clippers were
Rams.
assuming that someone was going to make the catch, but Holt and Summers are unable to communicate there. And the ball drops right in between them.
You are
And
right,
now-
Andrew, about the fact that it seems like the Clippers assumed somebody would be making that catch. Because I think they definitely could have gotten at least one run in if they...
If not two. If there were two outs on the board, both of them score. And that's a triple. Coach Battis is going to have a mound visit here, as the bases are currently juiced with 0 outs, down 6-0 in the top of the 4th. This is not a great scenario for the Rams. Last time, like we mentioned, Norwell had their way with the Rams 11-4. And both of them coming off of a game yesterday, both of them playing back-to-back. Marshfield Marshfield lost by 9, and Norwell won by 9. Is a Clipper a person on a boat, or is a Clipper like a type of boat? I know it has something
I feel like
to do
it's
with
a type
boats.
of boat.
That's what I think too. How many names, like team names around the South Shore, have to deal with like oceans and stuff like that?
And why doesn't Marshfield have an ocean team name?
I don't know. Situate
the
has the
Sailors.
Sailors, yep. Hingham's the Harbormen,
Mm-hmm.
and Norwell's the Clippers. I think that's it. Oh, that one driven into center field. That one goes right to Summers. He fields that. Runner at third tags up, and that's going to bring in another run. It is 7-0 Norwell. So now we got a runner on first and second, 1 out for the Clippers. That one was smoked.
That was...
That exit velocity must have been quick. I want to see that number. But I'm pretty sure Marshfield's the Rams because Daniel Webster had a pet goat. That's what I've heard.
Then why wouldn't we be the GOAT?
Because I don't know. I mean, I think goat just sounds stupid,
So they chose Ram.
apparently. But I'm pretty sure he had like a pet goat or a pet sheep or something like that that had horns.
We could have been the Marshfield.
I don't know where or why I've heard that. And I have no idea if that's true.
I've been wondering for years why.
You think Safari knows?
I feel like I've definitely Googled that before, but you can try.
Because like they wouldn't just call someone the Rams unless there was a reason to.
Unless that was just the person who got to decide they were there. I don't know. Because
That one popped up and foul.
a mascot that's not available in that location. Not like there's Rams here.
I don't know.
We could have been the Marshfield Marlins. Like the
You know what?
fish.
Next game, we'll come back to you guys and we'll let you know why
Give you an
Marshfield's
answer.
called the Rams. We're going to figure this out. We got a 1-2 count here for Carey. That one
That's going to be too
high
high.
for ball two. Runners on first and second. 2-2 count here. 1 out. Will Carey deals. And he went around. I believe so. We got the ump's
That was
rule.
definitely a swing. What's the ump going to say?
There we go. He went around. And that's going to do it for that at bat. That's a strikeout. I don't know why that was so confusing. Wasn't even close. He definitely went around. So that's going to make it 2 outs. 2 outs, first and second. 7-0 Clippers.
Go, Will. Bear down, Will.
Will Carey looking to close out the 4th inning for the field. Here's the pitch. That one in there for strike
Great
1.
pitch by Carrier.
This side. Be ready, Dot.
Strong leads on runners from second.
That one
and
high for a ball 1. 1-1 count.
1-1 with 2 outs here. Top of the second. Top of the fourth here. 1-1, 2 outs.
Here's the pitch from Carey. That one outside for ball 2. It's going to make it a 2-1 count. I just got word from a source that Daniel Webster did indeed have a pet ram. His name was Goliath.
Breaking news. Goliath, the Ram.
I guess that is something I've heard from somewhere before. This came from Owen Cregan, the third baseman for the Rams, who is currently sick and watching us.
I was going to say third baseman. Hold on. Appreciate
Yeah, Cregan's
the
the starting third baseman.
Shout out to Owen. We appreciate your
That's a huge development here from Owen Cregan. That's
we
huge.
appreciate
That's the
your
biggest play of the
contribution.
game so far, I believe.
Goliath.
Goliath. That's a sick name. Both runners are going to steal. That's a ground ball to third. Purpura, the throw to first, and he got
Nice. Rams shut it down.
it. Huge throw from Purpura there.
Again with Purpura. Another big throw.
He's had a great day today. 7-0 Clippers. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting.
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Back here at Marshfield High School, bottom of the fourth inning, underway. Rams Clippers. Norwell with a 7-0 lead. That pitch in there for strike 1. Up to bat is Tor Moss. His first at bat, he popped out. Norwell been filling the bats. Marshfield not so much. That one fouled for strike 2.
Rams so close last inning to possibly getting on the board. Not quite there yet.
And that's in there for strike 3. Moss goes down looking. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for the Clippers. Up to bat, freshman Teddy Holt. First pitch of the at bat. In there for strike 1. Here's the pitch in there for strike 2. The 0-2 count to Teddy Holt.
Rams seem pretty hesitant up there today. Ooh!
That one
Great
popped
move,
up.
but popped up. What's going to happen here? Can it fall? It won't, unfortunately.
Norwell with communication able to get the second out. And that will cut the immaculate inning. I was going to say it after this pitch because I wanted to jinx it anyway, but the Norwell pitcher was getting close to an immaculate inning right there. Luckily that's over. Up to bat, Aiden Summers. Summers and Holt have a pretty similar build. That one's swinging a miss for strike one.
Just under it there. Ooh, Summers watching that one. Almost low.
It's going to make it 0-2.
Waiting for his perfect pitch here. Nice.
That one swung. Gets
Great.
by for a
Bounced
single.
right off the shortstop's knee there. Sends it out to center field.
Aiden Summers stops this defensive dominance of a fourth inning and gets on first.
Breaking it up here for the Rams.
Now we got Mike Papura up to bat.
Papura with a bunch of great plays today.
Papura defensively has had a great day. He struck out his first time around. Looking to rebound offensively. And Summers is going to steal second.
Steal from Summers.
Almost
over
hits
second.
Mike.
They're not going to throw the ball. He's going to make it safe.
Marshfield needs to get runners in scoring position any way they can. 7-0, bottom of the fourth. Marshfield needs to get the bats going here. They got to start to put some runs on the board. The 1-0 pitch is way outside for ball two. That gets by. We got Summers at third base. Shout out to Sarah Albert and Erica Clark. They're here in attendance. They're Marshfield super fans, actually. Go to every game, don't miss one.
Whoop.
That one's popped up from Papura.
Straight out center.
Center
What's gonna
field.
happen here?
And that will retire the fourth inning. Norwell still a 7-0 lead. We'll be back with fifth inning action shortly.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting.
Back to Marshall Community Media's coverage of Marshfield's boys varsity baseball versus Norwell here live Friday. We are at the top of the fifth inning. 0-7, Norwell's in the lead. Marshfield trying to wrap things up here quickly. Get another chance at bat.
Marshfield's got a new pitcher on the bump. They got the freshman, number 4, Teddy Holt, on the mound now. That one fouled back. That will not. Oh, that was actually pretty close. Does not hit a car. But yeah, freshman Teddy Holt, who wasn't in left field,
correct?
is now pitching. And Darian McGonigal, the senior, out there in left field for the Rams. 0-1 pitch from Holt. That one grounded to short, fielded by Summers. Throw to first,
Great
and he
throw
got
by
him.
Summers. He's definitely got him.
Great play there from Summers.
First, one down.
So far, Teddy Holt looking pretty good on the mound. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. So 1 out quickly for the Rams in the top of the 5th.
Freshman Holt in here trying to bring things back for the Rams.
And that one gets by him for ball 1.
One and one here. Holtz takes on his first batter.
And that one is grounded foul for strike 1. That one low for ball 2.
Count is 2-1 with 1 out. Top of the 7th here. And top of the 5th here. 0-7.
That's in there for strike 2. 2-2 count. Teddy Holt lines up. That's low. Full count here. That's full count number 5 on the day. The full count counter. Nobody on. 1 out. Full count pitch from Holt. Popped up to right field. Dalto under that. And he secures it.
Nice.
Second out of the 5th inning. 2 quick outs here for the Rams. They look to go 1-2-3.
What do you think, Andrew? Could the Rams be turning it around here in the 5th inning?
I mean, yeah, defensively they've put a halt to Norwell's success that occurred in the first 2 innings. 6 runs in the first 2 innings, 1 run since then. It's really just about getting the bats going here. Their defense has looked great. Aside from that one minor communication error, that one up high for ball 1. And again, Marshwood is missing a couple kids greatly right now. They're missing Noah Feldman in the field, Harush in the field, Owen Krieger in the field. So Marshfield not having their starting 9 out there is pretty tough. Here's the pitch from Holt. That one is driven to right field. It's going to fall for a single. Marshfield unable to go 1-2-3. As Norwell's got a man on. Here Coach Battis hyping the team up. Here's the pitch from Holt. Norwell goes to steal. Heads up!
Heads up.
There's a car hit. That's number 1 of the day. That was a line drive to the stands.
That one would have hurt.
Luckily, everyone's okay. Hits the car, and that's going to make it 0-1. Does not go for the steal this time. 1-1 count.
He's taking that look back to look at the lead.
Bergameska's on alert here. Getting ready to fire it to Summers or Doherty. This time he goes. That's low.
Going all
Bergameska
the way
fires.
too. Let's see.
Not in time.
Safe.
So now Norwell, a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Good base coverage by Cole Summers, just didn't get down there fast enough.
That one outside for ball 2.
Norwell's got 1 runner on 2.
2-2 count here. Man on second. Here's the pitch from Holt. That one up high. And we got another full count. That's number 6 on the full count counter on the day.
Another pitch in. High. It's going to send a batter up to first.
That's going to make it first and second. Yep.
Rams keep rolling with 2 outs here against Norwell. Trying to secure the third. Wrap things up.
That one driven off of Teddy Holt's foot. He loses it.
Off of Holtz, gets scooped by, is that Summers over there? Purpura?
Purpura fields it. That's going to make it bases loaded. So what went from 2 outs, bases empty, is now 2 outs, bases juiced for the Clippers.
A lot of pressure here.
That is going to go in, check on Teddy. Battis makes his way back over. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Either Norwell extends the lead or Marshall gets out of a jam. First pitch of the at-bat from Teddy Holt. That's in there for strike one.
Teddy Holt seems to be holding his own here. See what happens.
That one grounded, fielded by Purpura, bobbles it, loses it.
Goes right off
the
elbow.
A run will
Purpura
score and the bases will
grabs it.
stay loaded. That's going to make it 8-0 Clippers. Another very unfriendly bounce towards the Rams. And Norwell extends their lead.
That's one of the worst bounces you can get over there at third or short. Just have it run right up the side of your elbow.
That is tough.
Holt takes on
Here's
a
the
new
pitch
batter.
from Holt. That one up high for ball 1.
Base is still loaded for Norwell here. 2 outs. Rams looking to shut it down.
Pitch from Holt. That one in there for strike 1.
1-1.
I will be eating food after this. I've not had many chances to eat today.
Oh.
Right before I came here, though, I did have some extra toasty Cheez-Its, and they were amazing.
Really?
Yep.
Had to go with the extra toasty.
They're better than the original.
They're not.
That one
Whoa.
is driven. Cole Summers almost makes an unbelievable grab, but it drops into the outfield. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and that's going to be a 2 RBI double for the Clippers, making it 10-0. Summers almost made an unbelievable grab.
And back to the toasty Cheez-Its.
Before we get back to the toasted cheeses, we need to address that the score is now 10-0, and there is a slaughter rule that if a team is up by 10 at the end of the 5th inning, then the game will end in the 5th inning.
And if you've been following along with us,
a possibility.
We're in the 5th inning.
We are in the top of the 5th currently. 2 outs. What went from 2 outs, bases empty, is now 2 outs. 3 more runs for the Clippers. Marshfield unable to capitalize, gain that 3rd out.
Ooh, tipped.
All right, finish it, Teddy. Here we go.
Our co-worker, Ivana Osborne, agrees with me that extra toasty is better than the original. Back from the studio. She's running this right now. Shout out Ivana. And no shout out to Heather, who does not like extra toasty Cheez-Its. I don't know why.
I need it on the record that extra toasty Cheez-Its are a disgrace. That the extra burnt
a disgrace
pieces,
is terrible. At least say original's better, but extra toasty is still good.
extra toasty is the leftover stuff that they didn't know what to do with.
No, it's not.
They started packaging it in a
it's
box.
not. It's the rarity that you see in an original box, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just found one of the extra toastier ones. I'm going to enjoy every second of this tiny square.
Oh, I thought it was more like, oh God, I think I just grabbed one of those extra toasty
No,
ones.
it's not.
That's
It's,
why it
oh my
tastes so
goodness,
bad.
look what I just found. I just found one of the extra toastier Cheez-Its. And so they were like, you know what, let's make a whole box of these, because that's going to sell well.
We're getting some confusion
Sarah
from
Albert
the
agrees
stands
with
over
me.
here. Some confusion over here in the stands.
That's going to make a ball 3.
On why
That's full count number 7
why
on the
we are
day.
arguing about extra toasty Cheez-Its.
Extra toasty is better. Original is still phenomenal.
Original is
They're both unbelievable.
That's the go-to. Unbeatable. It's
Cheez-Its are better than Goldfish.
Yeah.
Goldfish are still good though.
But have you had whales?
And that's gonna be a walk on the full count. Bases are loaded. with 2 outs. Marshfield just looking to get out of this inning any way they can. They've had 2 outs for a while now. And Norwell is just continuing to capitalize on opportunities handed to them. Bases loaded. 2 outs. I know, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying that I would put Cheez-Its over Goldfish, but I think I put whales over. Have you ever had whales? They're like rare goldfish. They're delicious. Way better.
Well, I believe that the original goldfish are better than Flavor Blasted. Which not too many people. That one
right
driven into
here.
right, and that one's going to drop. 2 more runs are going to come in for the Clippers. Runner will stay at first, and now there's runners in the corners. And that's going to make it 12-0 Norwell.
Tough game here for Marshfield.
I mean, Norwell, they're taking advantage of these opportunities. Norwell has had clutch hitting all game. Marshfield, all season, has not been able to get the bats going when there's men on base. That's something they got to start doing. But Norwell is just hitting it perfectly. Marshfield's playing great defense. Norwell's just placing the ball perfectly. Like that ball was no more than a foot outside of the foul line. So now it's 12-0. Runners in the corners. I can almost guarantee you number 15 steals to second in about 4 seconds. And if he steals, that'll make it second and third with 2 runners in scoring position.
Currently runners on the corners.
Does not steal.
Is open. He does not. He stays.
Yeah, that's a ball. I thought that was a strike. So that's going to be in there for ball 1. That's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
That's what we'd like to see here. Rams need a couple more of those. And as Andrew mentioned before, once we hit 0-10 here in the 5th inning, we are dancing on that line for slaughter rule. So what will happen here is that the Rams will get their chance to hit. And if they can't bring anything back here on the board, unfortunately our game may be ending here early in the 5th inning. But we will keep you posted. That's going to be
that one popped up.
Tipped.
Are we thinking car? No, we're not
behind.
thinking car. That's not going to reach the lot.
I think it went out in the public street. It's 2-2 with 2 outs here. Top of the 5th inning, 0-12. Marshfield versus Norwell.
That one
is going to run.
Foul.
He's coming back. Looks like Norwell may be warming up a new pitcher.
Does look like Norwell might switch to a relief pitcher.
Maybe that could be good news for Marshfield in this inning where they need to get somebody on the board.
That one driven to center field.
Short center, is he going to...
Aiden Summers able to make the catch and retire the inning.
Great move.
Marshfield gives up 5 runs with 2 outs on the board. That makes it 12-0 Clippers. Marshfield needs at least 3 runs to keep this game alive. Bottom of the 5th coming up shortly.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
back. The bottom of the 5th inning here at Marshfield High School, Marshfield, Massachusetts. Score is 12-0 Norwell between Rams and the Clippers. Norwell has just been feeling the bats all day. Marshfield's had a couple opportunities, unable to capitalize. Now Marshfield needs 3 runs or else this game will be ending in the 5th inning. We have just gotten fan confirmation that extra toasted Cheez-Its are confirmed it's better. So Heather's pretty silent over there. She's got no words.
We cannot confirm the source. It may be invalid.
No, we can confirm the source. There
Fake
were 4
news.
fans who looked at us and go, extra toasty is definitely better. All right, to start the inning is number 10, Ryan Bergameska. No, it's not. It's number 14, Jacob Braun. Today's DH. That one is low for ball 1. And Norwell does have a new pitcher in. That one grounded. Filtered by the
short.
shortstop.
Can he beat
Throw
the
to first,
shortstop?
and he got him. What a play. What a play from the shortstop. That was a cannon of a throw. I thought Bronny had him beat. That was a great throw.
A little frustration from Marshfield over there. Understandable.
Things have just not really gone their way today. Now up to bat is number 10, Ryan Bergameska, I believe.
Yes,
Yep, it is.
correct.
Number 10,
Ryan Bergameska up to bat once again.
It's hard to make out the numbers from here. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of tough from this angle.
Here's the pitch. That one
Ooh.
a little high for a ball 2. Two-0 pitch. That one up high for ball 3. 3-0. 3-0 count here to start the inning.
Today's programming not sponsored by Toasty Cheez-Its, just by Andrew's bad taste.
Missed opportunity from Cheez-Its, though. I mean, if anyone connected to the Cheez-Its Corporation is watching this, we'd love a partnership.
Speaking of, anybody connected to any corporation who would like to sponsor
Yeah, but
our
Cheez-Its would be
sports
better.
coverage.
That one grounded. Bobble by the second baseman.
bobbled.
Throw to
He's gonna-
first, and he's going to be in
yep,
there.
He's in there.
An error gets Ryan Bergameska onto first base.
You know what? We'll take anything to get him on
Could
first
be the
base
boost
today.
that Marshfield needed. Now up to bat is, I can't really make that out. I believe it's Anderson. Yeah, it is. Anderson Dalton up to bat now. Right back at the top of the order. Dalton's had another solid day at the plate.
Bergameska with a long lead here on first. Norwell does not
Here's
seem
the
to be
pitch.
looking.
Inside for ball 1. I think Bergameska will be stealing because Marshfield has been stealing every time they get the chance just because they need to put runs on the board.
He's got to be careful, though, because we don't want to lose any chance at it.
Big lead there. In there for strike 1. That one
Nice.
swung hard by Dalton. That's going to drop for a single into left field.
Deep left field.
Now we got runners on first and second. 1 out for Jack Doherty.
Jack Doherty comes up to bat. 2 players on base, 1 out. Needs at least 3 runs to stop this game from ending this inning.
That's low for a ball.
Good look. Now, do we know if Jack's the only lefty on the team?
No, Noah Feldman is also a lefty.
Feldman's also a
He
lefty.
is unable to play today, though. I heard from his dad in between innings that it is his quad that was injured yesterday. So hopefully he comes back soon. That pitch is low. It's going to make it 3-0.
Jack's reading the ball really well. I'd be pretty surprised if he swings at this unless it's definitely a strike.
And
And
right
he
on cue.
doesn't.
Takes that for ball 4. Just like that, bases are juiced.
Things looking up for the Rams.
Now up to bat is Cole Summers.
Bases are loaded for Summers. He tries to battle back. Nice.
That one swung far by Summers. And it drops! He dives and misses. One run scores.
It's rolling.
2 runs are going to
Cuts his
score.
pick off.
Summers is going to stay at second, and it's a 2 RBI double for Cole Summers.
Great job by Summers.
Now Marshfield with 2 runners in scoring position. Moss up to bat.
Marshfield finally on the board here. 2
One
runs
swing
in.
from Moss could keep this game up alive. First pitch of the at bat.
High.
High for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Swung foul.
Runners on 2 and 3.
1-1 count.
1 out.
See if Moss can capitalize here. Here's the pitch. That one also swung back foul. That will not reach a car.
Moss is not going down without a fight here today.
Here's the pitch.
Oh, I wish he didn't swing at that.
Moss was feeling aggressive.
Dang.
Swing and a miss. That's going to be the second out. Now it's up to Teddy Holt to keep this game alive. Marshall with a couple runs on the board, but it is still a 10-point deficit.
Good effort by Moss there. The last pitch taking him down, unfortunately. But a lot of pressure here today on Teddy Holt, freshman.
That's in there for strike 1.
Not only is he pitching this inning, but he is now the sole Ram
The
who
0-1
can
pitch.
decide if this game will move on.
That one swung. Ground ball.
Short
And it
shot.
gets by! A run will
By.
score! That makes it
Game's
12
still
to 3,
going.
and the game will continue. A second run scores. 12 to 4.
And now I believe...
Marshfield keeps this game alive.
Exactly. That's a
4 runs in the inning, and now Norwell is going to have a mound meeting.
And Andrew, the slaughter rule is that they had to be up by 10, right?
I believe it is up by 10, so now the game is going to continue.
This game will be
Unless
moving
Norwell
on.
puts up more runs, this game will go to 7.
2 to 16.
The scoreboard thinks it's 79 to 2. Now Marshfield's winning 2-0. Now it's 9 to 2. Now it's 12 to 2. One more adjustment. There we go.
Somebody
12
making
to
some
4.
adjustments on the scoreboard here to
Couple
make sure the
scoreboard
Rams
errors
get
there.
their 4th run.
Now we got a runner on first for Aiden Summers. Aiden Summers recorded a hit his last time up. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That one swung back and foul.
It's 1-1 for Aiden with Holt on first. Holt with a nice lead.
Here's the pitch. That one in there for ball 2.
Really?
Love it though. Love it.
Yeah, I love seeing.
Two 2-1 pitch.
Too high.
Way high for ball 3. Makes it 3-1.
And now, if we get another full count here, where will we be on your full count counter, Andrew?
Can't say until we get there.
All right. Well, I'm excited to find out.
And now we are going to
Strike.
find out. I am positive that it is number 9.
Wow.
On the full count counter for the day. I believe we were at number 9. We might be at 8, but I'm going to go with 9.
For any of you fans of the full count counter, you guys can
That
let us
one is
know.
fouled back. Does not hit a car. What?
I said for any of the fans of the full count counter, they can let us know in the comments.
If any fans know what the full count counter is, They'd be very appreciative if you would correct me if I'm wrong, or confirm me if I'm right. I believe it's not. Here's
Got
the
a
pitch.
steal there from first.
Swing and a miss.
Holt over
from
on
Summers.
second.
That will end the inning, but that will not end the game. Marshfield with 4 runs keeps the game going. 12-4 Clippers as we enter the 6th inning. We'll be back.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting.
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Back to Marshfield High School in Marshfield, Massachusetts. Top of the 6th inning here between the Clippers and the Rams. Clippers are up 12-4 as that one is swung to second base. Doherty, Tomas. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here to start the top of the 6th inning. Marshfield was on the verge of the slaughter rule, but recorded 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning to continue this ball game.
And the defense on the Rams hasn't been lacking today. There's been a lot of effort out there. It's just the bat's not getting going.
Oh, that one driven to third base.
Third.
Paperdamas.
That's done. That's out.
Got him.
Nice.
2 pitches, 2 outs here for the Rams.
Rams
If
wasting
you are
no
this
time.
Norwell batter, do you even swing the bat? Do you risk going 1, 2, 3? We'll find out in a sec.
You watch the first one, I feel like.
Here's the pitch.
Yeah.
Does not
watch
swing.
the first.
Suffers a strike for it, but 2 pitches, 2 outs, followed by strike 1. To start the top of the 6th for the Rams. Couldn't have asked for a much better start. That
It's
one
wasting
popped
no
up.
time.
Foul.
Popped out. That's
That
gonna
will
hit
not be near a
behind
car.
the dugout. Right near a car.
Smacks the pavement. Well, actually was kind of close. I just couldn't see.
Right near the cars, but not quite.
Here is the 0-2 pitch
Holt making quick
from
work
Teddy
so
Holt.
far.
That one swung, driven to center field. It's going to drop. Dalto's going to field that, and that is a single for Norwell.
And that was just great positioning on that hit. Nobody was going to be able to grab that one.
Yeah, Norwell's just had great ball placement all day. Just places that Marshfield can't get to.
Every gap they're finding. And the power, too. They've sent it out to the outfield numerous times. So we got 1 on first. For
Aggressive
Norwell.
lead here.
Holt was looking at that aggressive lead.
And he goes.
He's stealing. They're going to go all the way down. They're going to get him.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, what?
What a throw from Bergameska. That was a tough call.
That was a debatable call. Viewers at home might be a little confused.
Nonetheless,
about
great throw from Ryan Bergameska.
The Rams really on top
Now,
of it this inning.
Norwell with another runner in scoring position. Can they capitalize? The 1-0 pitch from Holt. That's up high for ball 2. That one swung, driven deep to center field. Summers
Nice.
able to grab that, and that's going to do it for the top of the 6th.
Beautiful play by Summers. Gotta love when you're on
Very
the
quick
outfield to get
inning.
one of those.
Bottom of the 6th coming up. Can Marshfield cut into Norwell's lead even more? We'll find out shortly.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting.
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Back to Marshfield High School, bottom of the 6th inning here between the Rams and the Clippers. Clippers have a 12-4 lead. Up to bat, number 13, Mike Papura. Had a great day in the field. That one is low for ball 1. Norwell keeping their same pitcher out there. One 0 pitch.
Nice.
Papura
Sends it right over
rips
second
it
base's
over
head.
the second baseman. That drops for a single.
Great
Mike
positioning.
Papura on with a single.
We talked about Norwell finding all the gaps earlier. It seems like the Rams have taken a lesson, taken a page out of their book today. Only took till the 5th inning, but
Took a sec, but the Rams have found their bat.
hopefully they can
Rams
get
have found the
through.
bats, trying to get the bats going. And Papura is going to have a pinch runner for him. I believe that is Jake D'Antonio coming out. Yes, it is. Out comes Jake D'Antonio, who, if he wasn't playing baseball, would be one of the best players on Marshfield track. He's one of the fastest kids in the school. He's a wide receiver for the football team. Here's the pitch to Jacob Braun. It's ball 1.
Clearly a great choice for your designated runner.
Jacob Braun can drive a golf ball 300 yards.
Hopefully he'll drive a baseball.
That's a fun stat. As he
Hopefully he'll drive the
launches
baseball
that
300
one
yards.
to left field.
Is it
Norwell
foul?
under it,
No,
makes
he's
the
under
catch.
it.
Good contact there from Jacob Braun.
Great hit. Tough positioning.
That will make it 1 out for Ryan Bergameska.
Bergameska back again. Knows what to face with this pitcher at this point.
D'Antonio with a huge lead. That
Nice.
one's driven into
Gonna go
right
right over
field,
second
and that
again.
one's going to drop.
Nice.
The throw to second, though. He is safe. Marshfield with runners on first and second.
Nice job. 1 out for the Rams here. 4-12, bottom of the 6th.
Now up to bat, Anderson Dalton. We are back at the top of the order. Anderson has had a phenomenal day at the plate. Hoping to build off of that with 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position with 1 out here. And here's the pitch. That one's high for ball 1.
Now this is going to be the ideal situation for first and second to steal, as you can tell that first and second basemen are both pulled back, ready for a hit here.
That one swung foul.
They're not going to be defending the base.
Wanted all of that one.
One and one.
That one popped
Goes
up.
It's definitely
Center
outfield
fielder calls
territory.
it, and he gets it.
He's got it.
It's going to make it 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Now up to bat, Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty looking to tag in an extra run or 2 here for the Rams. That one high for ball 1.
I believe Doherty was walked last time, right? I think he got 4 balls.
Yeah,
last
I
time.
do believe that last time Doherty walked. That one is tipped foul.
Rams on first and second. Hoping Doherty will send them on through.
Here's the pitch. That one low for
Low.
ball 2.
Doherty seems to have a good eye for this. Hopefully he will.
I'll tell you what, Doherty ain't new to the sport.
Nice.
That one swung.
Beautiful.
Diving play from the second baseman. Throw to first.
Base, but will it make it
In
to first
time.
It does.
What an unbelievable play
Holy
from the second baseman. That stopped a run from coming in.
That's insane.
Unbelievable
footwork
play.
There. Fully laid out there, second baseman.
Wow.
And still made the play back to first in time.
Well, now the score is still 12-4 entering the 7th inning.
Clippers hold the Rams down.
We'll be back with 7th inning coverage shortly.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting.
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
All right, we're coming on 6 o'clock, going into the top of the 7th inning here as the Rams take on Norwell. 4-12 is our current score. Got Teddy Holt up on the mound.
Teddy Holt pitched a great inning in the 6th, looking to do more of the same in the 7th. That one fouled back for strike 1. That's in there for ball 1. That one fouled back for strike 2. It's going to make it 1-2.
And Andrew, a lot of the seniors out on the field today have been outside all day, right?
Yep. Yeah, the seniors had a unique event at the high school today, so they've been outside all day. Definitely getting touched by the sun a little bit.
For sure. Seniors at Marshfield High School today out in the community helping local businesses, local people.
It was a fun time.
Yeah?
It was a really fun time. I was actually with Jack Doherty. I was with Avery Clark, both on this team. And that's going to be ball 4. Man up first to start the top of the 7th.
Big lead from number 11 on
First pitch to that bat from Holt. That one, driven foul.
Foul. That's dangerous position. That's the line that Barbara had an issue with earlier today. Somebody had a line drive straight down that line earlier.
Yeah, that was scary. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. Norwell runner will advance to second base.
Taking a look at third.
Just like that, a runner is in scoring position for the Clippers.
Clippers just was amazing gameplay today.
Yeah, they've played a phenomenal ball game. Marshfield not a poor performance either. They started to get the bats going, had some nice fielded plays. Here's the pitch from Holt. That one low and outside for ball 2. Makes it a 2-1 count. Pitch from Holt. That one popped up.
Right to us.
That is actually coming right to us.
Coming right to us.
Oh, get it. Andrew, you're amazing.
Woo!
That one actually hit my wire.
That hit your wire.
Yeah, it did.
Andrew's microphone wire here getting hit by that ball. I have to say, the last 2 or 3 baseball, softball games I've done, there's always been a ball that comes right to the camera.
I mean, it's just
Somebody's got it out for us.
just something that has to happen, I guess.
Provided 3D experiences for our viewers.
That one's fouled back, and that one's in the woods.
Way too far to hit a car.
You already committed to it.
2-2 pitch. That one's low. That's going to make it full count number 10 on the day in the full count counter.
Wow, that full count counter is really counting over there.
Yep, we've hit double digits, folks. Hit double digits. Here's the full count pitch from Holt.
Ooh, a little high.
And that's going to make it ball 4. We got first and second.
A promising situation for Durant's. Not so great for... Sorry, excuse me. A promising situation from Norwell.
That's okay, it happens. First and second here for the Clippers. 0 outs. Here's the pitch from Holt. That one in there for strike 1.
Great pitch from Holt. Norwell still has runners on 1 and 2. Marshall needs to keep an eye, make sure they don't progress over to third.
Pitch from Holt. That one fouled back. Will be in the woods. And now we got an 0-2 count here really quickly.
Clippers seem to have a tough time hitting off Holt in comparison.
Yeah, for sure. Here's the pitch. That one is in there.
Yep.
Strike 3. Got him looking. Good pitch from Teddy Holt. that'll be the first out of the top of 7th.
Great pitch by Holt. 1 strike on the board.
That one in there for strike 2.
Nice. I'd like to see it.
That one swung.
Sends it right over to first.
Fielded by Moss.
Great play by Moss
Great
on the
play by
backhand.
Holt.
Oh, did he get it?
Oh, he's safe.
Oh.
Smart play there from Holt, but unable to beat him. And the bases are loaded for the Clippers with 1 out.
Got to give credit to Moss there on the backhands. It's not always easy.
No, that's a hard play to make.
Yeah, and especially
And he
to
almost
twist
did it.
around to get it back. Base is now loaded for the Clippers. Rams hopefully looking to shut it down. 1 out here.
Here's the first pitch of the at-bat from Teddy Holt. That's way outside for ball 1. That one low for ball 2. Nope. Wait, no, the first pitch was called a strike
1-1
according
here.
to the scoreboard. But that pitch was way outside.
Looking at 1-1 with
I'm
1
confused.
out.
1-1 count. That
That's-
one low for
yeah.
ball 2. I don't know what just happened. I just forgot everything that just happened in the first 2 pitches right there. But
No,
we
I think
got
there was a pitch that looked like it was called a ball, but it was put up on the board as a strike. I believe it was a strike, but from over here we thought it was a ball. That was
It looked like that, but he called
Ball 4.
it a strike. Oh, yeah, no,
Ball
ball
4.
4.
Somebody's
yeah.
just slacking on
Yeah,
the
I was
scoreboard.
like, there's no way that first one
Yeah,
was
no,
called a
somebody's
strike.
slacking on the
Yeah,
scoreboard.
so
Unfortunately, with
that's
that ball
ball 4
4,
and a run will
that's
come
a
in.
run in for the Clippers. Brings the Clippers up to 13 here against the Rams.
Now Badness is going to
4.
call for a mound meeting.
Quick meeting on the mound.
Anderson Dalton coming into the meeting as well.
Looks like Dalton's going to sit down.
Dalton running off the field.
Dalton's either grabbing water or grabbing a replacement. We'll see.
Yeah, they're going to take Teddy out. Dalto is going to sit down, and Teddy Holt's going to take his place in the outfield.
All right, so quick switch.
Coming into pitch is third base, Mike Papura. So Dalton is going to fill his spot at third base. Dalton going from right field to third base. Mike Papura is going to have a couple warm-ups here. And I think we're going to cut to a quick break while he warms up. We'll be back soon.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting.
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Back, top of the 7th inning, still underway here. Bases are loaded.
About to see the
Rams
first
had a
pitch
pitching
from
change. Mike Papura in from third base, called to the mound. Anderson Dalton takes his place at third base, and Teddy Holt takes Dalton's place in right field. That one grounded foul. Makes it 0-1.
Clippers liking the first ball they see there. Second pitch comes in from Pereira. High.
That one's high for ball 1.
1-1. 1-1, and we're still here in the 7th inning with 1 out. Oh, that's coming right towards us again. It's going to go in my head. We're good.
Over the shed. Wasn't really paying attention there. That one caught me off guard. Luckily, that one actually wasn't on top of us, so we're good there. That's going to make it 1-2. Here's the pitch from Mike.
Oh, another one. That one's going to go a little bit into the outfield.
Summers on top of that, able to field it.
Nice.
Great play from Cole Summers. That's a hard track. Nobody tags up. So no runs come in there, and Summers gets the out. So now we got 2 outs, bases loaded. Either the Clippers will extend their lead, or Marshfield will get out of a jam here in the top of the 7th.
Good amount of pressure here on Pereira. Just came up in to take the mound himself.
Here's the pitch from Mikey P.
Too high. It's going to be a ball, 1-0. Strike.
That's in there for strike 1.
1-1. 1-1, bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Too high.
That one high for ball 2. 2-1. Yesterday I was too cold in shorts and a hoodie. Now I'm too hot with pants and a hoodie. I should have worn pants yesterday, shorts today, but you live and you learn.
New England weather, man. Oh, and
That's going to hit him. Going to bring in a run. 14-4 Clippers.
Unfortunately, that brings another person on first and another run in for the Clippers. As Andrew just mentioned, we're now at 14-4. If we were in the later innings, we would be looking at the slaughter rule right about now.
Yeah, well, this is the last inning regardless. Here's the first pitch. Yeah, bad. That one.
It's going to go right to
swung.
First base. Let's see if they can make it up fast.
Can he get it? Yes, he can.
Is that good?
Able to get him out.
They're out.
And that will conclude the top of the 7th inning. Marshfield, one last chance for a miracle of an ending. Anything could happen. We'll be back soon.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions, Moi Health and Wellness, Road to Responsibility,
Biviano General Contracting,
and ABC and LTC Insurance Agency.
Back. We're here in Marshfield, Massachusetts, bottom of the 7th inning. Marshfield Rams, one last chance to have an unbelievable comeback. Scores 14-4 Clippers. And up to bat is number 11, junior captain Cole Summers. First pitch of the inning. Way low for ball one.
Good looks from Summers.
That's also low. Makes it 2-0.
The score is still 14-4. Bottom of the 7th.
Swing and a miss from Summers, who was early on that one.
Makes the count 2-1 on Summers.
That one.
Nice grab. Let's see. Can you get to first?
Grounded to second, throw to first.
They're too
That
fast.
will make the first out of the 7th. Now up to bat is Tormas.
Now Tormas might be ready to pull off this 10-run miracle. What do you think, Andrew?
Let's see if Moss can get it going. Not a great start with the first out. Here's first pitch. That one's in there for strike one.
1 strike, 1 out.
0-1 count, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That
Nice.
one swung hard to left field, right
Oh.
to the left fielder.
Unfortunate
Good
positioning
piece,
on
but
that one.
wasn't able to find the gap there. That's going to make it 2 outs. For number 3, Avery Clark up to bat. Avery Clark is pinch hitting for Teddy Holt. Avery Clark, another senior on this team.
High.
That one high for ball one. Avery Clark going from gardening to batting in just a matter of hours.
Yeah, some of these guys have to be exhausted. You guys were landscaping for hours. We've been out here in the field.
It's exhausting. Bet you Norwell hasn't had to do that.
That's a good point, too. That should be taken into account
That
when
should
it
be
comes
taken
to
into
what we're
consideration.
seeing here.
That one
that was
popped
gonna
up
come right out
to
here.
right field. Makes the catch.
Ooh.
And that will do it.
That's gonna
Norwell
wrap it up.
Clippers defeat the Marshfield Rams 14-4. Marshfield got the bats going in the bottom of the 5th. Norwell got the bats going early, and that was the story of the game. Norwell bats were connecting the whole time.
Norwell just played an incredible game. Marshfield, unfortunately,
They really did.
couldn't keep up in the beginning. They started making a little bit of a comeback in the end, but definitely a bummer for the Rams today.
The Rams dropped to 2-10. The Clippers move up to 8-3. Marshfield finally has a couple days off after back-to-back games. Alongside Heather Allen, I'm Andrew Youngworth. That's going to do it for today.
Thanks
And
for joining us.
Go Rams.
Go Rams.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Moi Health and Wellness. Moi Health and Wellness is owned and operated by nurse practitioner Christine Murphy. We are an integrative wellness center offering medical weight loss, men's testosterone therapy, functional medicine consults and labs, vitamin therapy, Advadex laser skin resurfacing, Botox and dye sport, teeth whitening, and so much more. Moi Health and Wellness has 3 locations in Lakeville, Marshfield, and Plymouth. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Biviano General Contracting. Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular house building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build and saves up to 25% compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations. More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
And ABC and LTC Insurance Agency. ABC and LTC Insurance Agency offers clients the best competitive premiums for their insurance needs. From homeowners insurance to auto insurance to business insurance, we handle it all. Based right here in Marshfield, we find people who are looking to save on their insurance rates and make sure they are covered properly and thoroughly in the event of a claim.